What's up, fam? My name is Macro, and this is like the 10th time I've recorded this intro. Yeah, but for real though, we have a spicy tutorial to get to today. It's going to be based off of Rickyxsan and Jaykode's track Started.
Whoa.
You guys have been requesting me to make another Rickyxsan based tutorial, and I thought that Started is a perfect track to show you guys how to make a cool chainsaw bass. I also put up a poll on my Instagram whether you want to see Rickyxsan and Jaykode or if you wanted to see a Mastodon death pit. You guys obviously want to see Ricky and Jaykode, so within about a week I'm going to have a Mastodon death pit based tutorial out for you guys. So make sure that you subscribe if you're new and you turn on the notification bell on my channel so that way you guys know when it's up. You can also follow me on my Instagram where I'm going to be posting updates about the content that I'm going to be putting out next, and that's where I'm also most active. I'm going to try to keep the video short, so let's just jump right into the tutorial. So this is what I was able to remake.
Whoa.
Yeah, so that's my recreation. For it, I just put out their track on the top as a reference track, and then I was able to do the drums, percussion, and everything lined up with them. For the samples that I used a Rickyxsan sample pack on Splice, Sampleson, so we get that Rickyxsan feel to it. For the bass is like a collection of layers. So what I did was I did a main one here. So that's the main one right there. That one I made sure it was very like present and mid oriented. Everything else that are layers, they're going to the left, the right, and then also like the high end to it. This one's a bit more like girthy. And that's it without like the OTT and everything else. So I first started off like this. And of course I FM'd it to give it better timbre. See, but it still has like that grit that's on their chainsaw bass. Added a filter, high pass 12. Some pink noise. And with the long basses, make sure your LFO's long. This right here was able to give it like that grrr, like whatever, like it's a chainsaw to it. I put it on 1/48 triplets. And then this LFO is also going to be messing with the master tuning, and I'll show you guys how to do that. And then all the effects here, they're going to be in the download along with the patch, so that way you guys can use it. But one important thing, like right here what I talked about with LFO 3, it is right here, LFO 3 master tuning. Make sure this is selected with both arrows going left and right. And then you're going to turn the output up, to your liking. Like, it doesn't matter, it can be at 100 or whatever, but I put it at 40 just so it kind of goes with the track. And then the tuning you just bring up by 1. Like, you don't need a lot of tuning on there, or else it's gonna like shoot up way crazy. So OTT, Fat Rack, this right here is a free plugin that you can get. This helps push things to either the middle or the side. So this one I wanted it to emphasize more on the mids, so that way I can layer afterwards. And then some mid-side EQ right here, so that way it's not too present on the sides, it's much more present in the mids. And then of course cutting it so that way the low-end sub bass punches through and it's nice and clean. And right here, all I did was duplicate it. Same thing, but I did a little bit, I made the sides more prevalent on this one because it's going to be the high end. And then I took the mids down also. And with this one, I think it might just be the same patch. No, the first wavetable is a little different. And I think I only changed a little bit on the effects. But like I said, you guys will get all these. Pushed it to the right. Did a little bit more on the mid-side EQ. Oh, and then of course, with the MSED plugin, I pushed it to the side a lot more because I want it to be a lot more prevalent on the sides. And on Ableton, you can push it right here to the left or the right, wherever you want. Right over here on the side. And then I did the same exact thing with another layer, but I pushed it to the left this time. And this one I did a little bit more on the mid-side EQing. And then same thing for the MSED plugin. And I think this might be the... No, there's a little different too. So then I also mess with the wavetable for the first oscillator. So this is good, so that way you get nice little different timbres within each layer. And then one thing that they were doing in the track is pitching it up. So all I did was in Serum, I clicked on the pitch bend, what is it, the pitch bend wheel or knob right here. In Ableton, if you just click it and then you can drag it down right here, like if you hit the plus, then it'll pop back up. Let's make sure we re-enable it. Then you can start messing with it. So I was able to mess with the pitch. Down here for the low end, we did the same thing with pitch. We didn't go like too ham on it. We just made sure that the pitch went with each note that the 808 would go like up and down, because you can hear it a lot. Like of course with 808s you're gonna feel it when you're playing it like on a massive sound system, but with like laptop speakers or even on like your iPhone and stuff, your phone speakers, I wanted it to be prevalent and like you could hear it. So bringing the pitch up and then doing some other things to it, like adding overdrive for some saturation, will help it so that way it'll pop on those speakers. And of course doing things like EQing, making sure that the low end is only hitting the low frequencies up to like 120. I mean, that's up to you how you want to do it. And then of course putting it into mono. But yeah, it's just mainly automating the pitch so that way it goes up and down. When it came to actually making the bass, it took a little bit of time because I couldn't really get like that grit. Now with this project, I use Ableton 9. I don't have Ableton 10. If you go online and you look up the Ableton 10 wavetables, you can download them and you can actually put them into Serum. Whenever I'm FMing, I try to do things like putting the semitones up 7 rather than messing with the octave. When you do this, you get like cool timbres. I think it's like a harmonic thing that goes on, but it really helps me a lot when I'm doing FM work. So you guys can implement that into like your own sound design and stuff. And then for noise, I usually use pink noise. So if you guys want to try that out, I really recommend it. So like I said, when I was making this, I couldn't really get the grit, so it took like a little bit of time to actually get it. And when I put up a Instagram like story post on it, Jaykode liked it, and like he was telling me that he made it on Reason. And for some reason, Serum has like this weird sound about it where like it's Serum, so I tried not to let it sound like Serum. I think it's pretty damn close. Like if I take this off, I just solo it. Whoa. Like you can tell his bass has like this low like grittiness to it. But with like Serum, it's like a little higher. I don't know what it is, but I can't get it. But anyways, guys, I wanted to keep this tutorial simple, clean, and like to the point. If you guys want to mess with it and like really dive into the bass design and everything, go ahead and download all the stuff that I'm giving you. It's going to have the project file, and even if you don't have Ableton, you can download the Serum patches and you can use them in FL, Logic, whatever it is that you use. If you guys like the video, please make sure that you like it, leave a comment with what you want to see next time, and please subscribe. I hope to grow this channel into a big community where we can all help each other and grow and learn from one another. I'm going to plug my socials right here if you guys want to follow me and keep up to date with me, like I said at the beginning. Thank you guys for sticking through and watching the whole thing. You taking the time out to watch this means a lot to me. Thank you very much. Stay tuned for the next tutorial, which is going to be the Mastodon Death Pit. I'm really excited to show you guys that one. And until next time, peace out.
Whoa.